everyone, good afternoon. It's Michelle Pepper here. You are watching Stamp with Michelle Pepper at Lunchtime Crafting. Class to go today, featuring the birthday fancy kit. Well, actually, we're actually going to be doing cards that are inspired by the card designs here. But we're actually not making these cards here at all. Because, well, when I do these classes, I offer you to have the class kits for the cards that I make today. And so I kind of really can't do that with these ones because they're like 12 different design here. So, but I still want to kind of just quickly go over what this birthday fancy kit is. It's one of our online exclusive card kits, and it's all inclusive because it also includes a little stamp set here, like so. Oops, that's upside down. And so it's actually the 4th week of July, so it's the 4th Thursday tomorrow when I will be doing my coffee and cards. So if you are local to me, Auckland and New Zealand, you are most welcome to join me at Westgate at the Robert Harris Cafe. That's where we are doing our coffee and cards in the morning. But please do let me know that you're coming because I might not have a kit for you if you didn't let me know that you're coming. So if you, so that's that. So that's what we'll be making. We'll be making, ladies or the attendees will be making a card from this kit, and then also another card which I will be sharing tomorrow with them. It's actually the card. I don't have it handy with me. That I won a challenge in, a color challenge with Color Inspirations last week, or actually it's just been announced last night. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the card that I thought I'll share with the attendees at the coffee and cards. Sorry, just there's little midgies flying around. But so the card that we're making today is this. So you can get these card kits for free when you spent $50 or more with me this week, right through to next Tuesday, the end of Tuesday, the 29th of July. It's Wednesday, by the way, 23rd of July 2025. So when you spend $50 or more, I will automatically be sending you card kits for these two cards. I will be covering the postage cost as well, so you don't have to worry about that. The postage cost for mailing these kits, but you will be paying for the shipping cost for your order. But speaking of which, today is Wednesday, 23rd of July 2025. We have 3-day free shipping sale on. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when you spend $100 or more, your shipping is free. So shipping normally from Australia, the warehouses in Australia, shipping is usually 6% of your total order, or $10.95. Flat fee of $10.95. So whichever is the lowest, depending on how much your order is. Okay, so if your order is like say $50, you'll be paying $10.95. Whereas if you're ordering, I don't know, is it about $200? Then it's 6%. Okay, so whichever works out the lower price, 6% of the order or $10.95. All right, so enough chit chatting, enough talking. Let's flip you around so we can look at this kit here, and just let me move the lighting. Okay, and just straight, hopefully it's straight enough for you. So as I said, these are the card kits, and so what I've done is I've actually pre-prepared everything. I've cut them all, I've pushed out all the die cuts and things like that and put them into little envelopes, so they're ready to go. Attendees tomorrow will just pick one and make a card. There are actually leftovers. There's still leftover stuff here. So you can see there's still some leftover bits and pieces. They're so cool, right? Like, so yeah, what I mean by the die cuts, it's already done for you. So then there's the label die cuts as well, so that you stamp the words on. It does come with double-sided tape, glue dots, and a block to mount your stamps on. Stamps, obviously, and dimensionals. These are the 3D foam adhesive, just to pop things up. And then we've also got a Lost Lagoon ink spot. Okay, so it's really handy dandy. Okay, wait, I do need this. So what I generally do with kits like that, especially like with this one, it's only words, so there are no images, so it's pretty hard for me to design a card. Yeah, just using the words. So what I have done lately as well is actually picking the card design from the kit that I'm featuring, and then using it as a template, right? Using it as a design template for another card. So I have picked out this one for the first card. I don't know how well you can see it. I didn't make one up because I wanted it to be an option for the coffee and cards people that come tomorrow. So let me just see if I can, I think, yeah, I don't know if you can see it. But basically we've got a design that involves a, yeah, well, actually, I'll just go through that now with what we have, right? So I'm going to put this aside and bring in this card, right? So this is kind of like the design. We have a doily. So I happen to have been doing some clearing out, decluttering, or actually just tidying up my space. And I found a whole bunch of these doily things, which I thought, oh, that's cool. That's right, just what I needed for this card design. So I've used that, even though it's retired. So you can think of it as exclusive. Okay, it's an exclusive item which you can't get. You can't buy now unless you source someone selling it, destashing. Yeah. And then, so so the design had a, where is the design? Okay. So by the way, this card kit, they basically show you 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. And then the others, you just kind of, you know, have to look at the photos here and copy if you wanted to copy as is. Otherwise, there's room for creativity and you can just put it together however you like. All right. So we've got this. So this was the design here. I don't know if this is any clearer to see. So can you see how similar it is? So I have embossed. They've got a pre-printed gold circles, droplets type thing happening. And so I've just used the embossing folder to emboss it. I've got a doily, a pink doily. I've got a clear one, which is a little bit different, and I'm using all these little bits and pieces from the celebratory SIPS DSP. So I thought that's great as well because I can cut them out and give it to you, so it doesn't require you to use stamps. Although the happy birthday, which I use the happiest birthday sentiment from the kit, the birthday fancy kit. All right, so if you don't have this kit, then you're welcome to obviously use whatever sentiment that you already have, and you can just quite easily just stamp that on here, no problem. All right, and then I've just put some gems on, even though this one doesn't actually have any, but I feel like I need it. So yeah, so that's our first card. All right, so let's see. So the kit comes like that, with our envelope, which is really nice and classy. All right, so we've got that, and you'll have, I'll put that away because we don't need that now. And this is the card. This is the stamp that we'll be needing. And the kit is simply just that. Now, I probably won't have cut them all out for you. I'll just give you a bunch like that. So, snip, snip. You'll have to use your paper snips to snip them all out. If you really, 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 really do not like fussy cutting, make a note when you place an order. Contact me and let me know, please, can you fussy cut it all out for me? And I am sure I will happily oblige, because I am that kind of person. I'm nice. But I won't do it for you unless you ask. Yeah, so in case you are one of the people like me who doesn't mind fussy cutting, or maybe in fact you actually really like fussy cutting. So I'm going to put that aside because I have obviously pre-done some of these, or did all of them that I need ahead of time, so that we don't take a lot of our video time fussy cutting it. So I'm going to put that aside now. Alright, so put that away and we'll just put this card together, shall we? Alright, so we've got one here, so we just really need to kind of put that down. And the simplest way, probably, you can use, okay, wait, this one here, by the way, is pearlized. It's pearl, kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of foily, shiny on one side and not on the other side. So depending on what you like, but I like the shiny side, so I'm going to do that. And you can use glue, but I'm just going to use glue dots. Where's mine? Yeah, so this video I'll be showing you how to put the kits together. So the one, we're going to put the one on the bottom. I think I'll just do a couple on the bottom there. Okay, whoops, yeah, I'm just putting a couple on the bottom here and just kind of around there. Yeah, I don't know, it's not very oops, that will do. I meant to put it further down anyway. And then we've got a little strip of bubble bar that will go there, because that's what that card is. See how you've got stamp on a little strip, and then it tells you step 1, stamp on there, and then put the double-sided tape, and put double-sided tape on the doily, and then these are the glue dots, and then these are the hexagons. They are the dimensionals. All right, so we've got all those, and then it tells you to put them. Yeah, step 3 is to do that. So if you haven't had one of our kits before, you're in for a treat, because it's really simple. It's all graphic, no wordy words to read. So yeah, anyway. So now we've got that, and I'm going to stamp that. And I have used Happiest Birthday there. Now I'm wondering whether I might choose to do, let's see. Wishing you another year as sweet as you. Let's eat cake. Well, we're not doing cake here, so I won't do that. Sweetest birthday wishes. That could be nice. Sending you happy birthday wishes. Maybe I'll do that. Sending you happy birthday wishes. That's cool. Alright, so I just like to make life a little bit difficult. Because, you know, instead of using the ones that I've mounted, I am using... Oh, yeah, okay, that will fit in here. I'm just going to slap it on like that. Alright, and then pick it up. Right, that looks alright for me. Okay, just put that away. Put that on the side here. And I have used Secret Sea. I love this colour. This colour is also part of the celebratory Sips paper. You know, because when you look at the back of the details on the cards, on the paper, it tells you what color, what the dominant color is. Sometimes there are colors in there that you go, oh, how come they didn't actually write that down? It's probably because it's not a dominant color. It's okay. So we've got sending you happy birthday wishes, just like that. Okay. Secret C is, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like, it's not black. It does look like black, but it's not black. Yeah, just loving it. And then that just goes on here, like so. Okay, so I'm just going to pull in my silicone mat because I'm going to be gluing. Now, you can put glue on here, or you can put glue straight on here, which might be easier. And just put it on top as well. Alright, just so that, by the way, the folder that I've used, part of the celebratory sips folder. So they're mini ones, and so I've used that glass one. Okay, and then now I just need to pop that on. Okay, sweet as, got that. And then now it's just a matter of building these pieces here. Depending on whether you are a cocktail person or maybe you are more a mocktail. I think these can be both, right? Just all the nice color. So you can just kind of, like, you can see that I've cut that one because just the way it is from the DSP, it had, I think, the orange on it. So I can do it like that, maybe like that. Just make sure that I cover it. Alright, and it doesn't have to be straight, I don't think. I'm going to do there, there, I think. That's the glass, a lemon there, just to cover that one, because that actually came out of there. That. And maybe a strawberry. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I think I like the look of that, so I'm just going to do it like that. And then I'm just going to go on the whim. Right, I think I like this one to be on glue dots. So I'll grab the glue, on dimensional. There. There. And that requires a teeny weeny one. So let's see, do I have, where is the, yeah, I got one of these. I'm just going to cut a teeny, these are the ending here. So just cut that, just a sliver. Hi Lindley. Oh, by the way, Lindley, if you're still watching, your order is here. So I don't know whether you want to pick it up tomorrow after Mainly Music. I'm at Coffee and Cards until maybe about 11:30ish. I'm just going to put that there. So yeah, let me know if that's a good time for you to pick up. Oh, that's so funny. That's kind of like on there. Okay, I think we'll do that. Alright, and then, yeah, topsy-turvy. It doesn't have to be, I don't think it needs to be straight. Here we go. Let's have a look. And then we have some grapes and some strawberry. How's that? Yep, I'm going to do that. Okay, that one. Get that one. Like that. And then that one can just glue it down. Yep, you don't need a lot of glue at all. You can see tiny amount, but that is sufficient. Believe me, because that way you won't get, you know, wait, how do I want this? Maybe like that. That way you won't get glue everywhere. That one's kind of stuck anyway. I'll pull that out a little bit. It looks like that's all going to be flat. Right, just about done. That's easy peasy card. But that doesn't make it any less valued. They're just really nice and easy to work with. Alright, so I'm just going to put glue on here as well. Oops, might have put too much. Hold it down. Yeah, because it's liquid glue. Alright, and there you go. We have that card ready. So we did have our little gems, just to kind of sparkle everything up a little bit. Have that one. And the little one. I think I have the little one around about here. And I'm just making like a little triangle. Right there. Ta-da! So there you go. As simple as that. What do you think? Sending you happy birthday wishes, or happiest birthday. But it's so cool. Really love it. Okay, so that's card number 1. Based on that design, which is... let's call it design number 1 because it's number 1 on the what do you call it, on this manual. Alright, now card number 2 is actually this one here. Right, so that's following this design. Can I show you? It is that design. Okay. Yep. See if you can see the resemblance. I've got the stripy lines. I've got a rectangle piece in the layering. And then I've got some embellishment here. And then I've got a sentiment there. So I've made it a Christmas card. Because the last time I did this, I also did this, you know, like where I feature the card kit, and I use the card kit, the cards in the kit as the template, and then yeah, just showing you how else you could use the card kits. I mean, yeah. So second card is that. And again, we have, what do we have? Let's move that little side. So we won't be using the stamp set because it's going to be Christmas. But, you know, if you didn't want it for a Christmas card, then you can use a birthday sentiment. And I just thought it might help some of you to start making Christmas cards now. Because, you know, it's never too early, I think. Alright, so we have the pieces. So we have a card base. I actually given you another piece as well because, as you can see, I use the stamping blends and it bled through, which I should have known it would. So yeah, so that's why I thought if I give you an extra piece, if you are using marker pens, then that's fine, because in actual fact I tried it on the other side. That's marker pen, and that doesn't bleed through, but the stamping blends do bleed through. Okay, but I can't demo with this one because I think this is like running low. So I'm going to be using my alcohol blend, the Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. Now I know it looks so different, but it does say, so I don't know how this works, but it does say light shaded spruce and dark shaded spruce. Yet it looks like completely different. I don't know, that looks kind of more blue in there, and that one's like really green. So I'm using the dark one, right? Okay, and then, so yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to do the stripes on this one. And then we have the inner part. That's the inner side there. You can probably see if you want to save and you want to use that for something else. But here, the kit will be yours, and then you can do with it however you want to. Also, we'll have this already die cut from the postage perennial dies, which are here. These things here, there's lots of them. There are 12 dies, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty handy. I like using it. And double-sided, obviously, so you can choose which side you want. Now that one, I have used that side, so I think I will use this side for this card. And then you'll have another, I have cut this out of the, what is it called? Let me just double check. I'll bring it over here. This is not a new DSP, Nests of Winter 12x12. It's not a new one, but it is still current. So it's not on the last chance list. It is still current. So, you know, if we flick through it, you can kind of see a little bit of the design. Yeah, and so there are lots that you can cut out to use. So that's what we've done here. Again, I did not fussy cut it out here because you can do that unless you really, really, really don't like it and you know you're getting a kit. Just make a note for me to please have it fussy cut out already for you. If you trust my fussy cutting. And then I can do that. So, ta-da! I have pre-done this one. Let me put this away here. So there's two things here. So I'm going to have that one. And we have some ribbon. I felt like it needed a ribbon thing to kind of ground it. I don't know. It kind of looks like it might be just floating. So I feel like if I have some ribbon, it would just kind of ground it down. It's like, I don't know. It's just something that crafters say, grounding. And then we have that, again, that's from postage, perennial dies. That's the back. That's the front there. And then we have a strip of paper for us to stamp the wordings as well. All right. So let's just put it together. Stamping. Right. We need season's greetings. Where is my season's greetings? It's right here. And that came from Decorative Tree stamp set that is still current. Here you go. So that's what I have. So that's what I'm using. You use what you have. And we are going to stamp it in garden green. I could stamp it in red, but I'm just going to keep it green. Okay. Ooh, wonder if I can fit it like that. Very tight. Right, we can do that. Looks good to me. And then trimming this off. So pull in my trimmer. And I'm going to make it fairly close. That's fairly straight. Yo, okay, that's cool. Happy with that. And then that just goes on here like that with glue. Okay, so just going to put my glue on again. You can either put glue straight on here, or you can put it on the white and pick it up carefully. And if you put glue on there, you just have to be mindful not to go over the edges. So you work out whichever way is feels tidy and for you. Like, so you know you don't get glue. The easiest way so that you don't get glue on your hand. So we've got that ready. Oh, okay. Before we glue any more down, let me get this and push this all aside. Oh gosh, so easy to clutter up, isn't it? And then I'm gonna get my piece of scrap paper. As you can see, I've done that before. And then use my pen, and I'm just using the thick one, and I'm just going to freehand draw it. Okay, if you're not comfortable doing this, then you could use a ruler, but I'm okay. I don't mind if it's not entirely straight like that. Okay, and then just go there. You could, if you have our grid line paper as well, that could be good. But I don't really want it to look uniform. I'm going for the, I don't know, organic look, I guess. Okay. So, yep, they're not very straight at all. They're curving. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, I probably should have, see what I did there, because I've been doing one that I should have turned it. So anyway, it's done. Okay, I might make this a little bit wider. Here we go, and there you go. There's our card. Pull it down here a bit. Okay, just like that, and you can see it's bleed through some, not all, but it's cool. I must have been a bit more light-handed with that one. And yeah, so I'm just gonna now put that glue on. So it's pretty much the same size. It's only a smidgen. What's that? Let me just pull that out, because I don't like that. What is that? Okay. And sometimes I just kind of like to do a little hard cross. I don't know. It's just for fun. Okay, and then that goes on there like that. And we're happy with that. And we're happy, we just press it down. So now that's all nice and clean. Okay. And then, now it's just a matter of putting these all together. So that's on the inside. Yeah, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'll just put this on now. I won't be stamping because the decorative season one that I have is a Christmas tree. So I don't really want Christmas tree on this. Oh, you know what? I just remembered something. Let me just have a look. Sorry. I should have thought about this earlier. Is it here? Okay. Pardon me. Just trying to see if I have something here. I quite like this. I could put that. I could put the. So use your stash, right? We always say, try to say, use your stash. Don't just leave your stamps unused. So yeah, so this is long retired, but I thought maybe that's quite cool to put on here. to go with all the, I'll think about it. Okay, I've already glued this on anyway. Yeah. So, and now I'm going to put this, oh no, I said I'm going to use this side for contrast, right? So you can see the difference. Love, our DSP, that it is double-sided, and that we can choose. We have options. Sometimes it makes life more difficult when we have options, but you know what? You have the paper, so you can make one of each, right? And then we're just going to put that over there like so. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love it. This one might be okay. This one might not need the ribbon. What do you think? This might be too much with the ribbon. Let's have a look. Do you think? I feel like it is too much. I feel like it's nice without it. What do you think? Let's put this up here. Or should I put the ribbon up there? So this is what, you know, when you've got the kit, you can decide how you want to use it. Shall I do it like that? Decisions, huh? It just depends on how the designers, like with that one without the ribbon, it kind of looked like it was just floating. And so with this one though, I feel like it's okay. Just straight on. Okay, I might just have to do that. Might just not use this. Right, might just have to do that. Let me get the scissors. And we will just, how is it that I haven't got? Here we go. Right. So we just got to need that. 1, 2, down here, up here, 1. Yep, does use up a lot, eh? But these are the mini ones, that's why. Now, go back to my strip that I was cutting. What did I do with it? I need to be more careful with putting things back where they belong so that I can cut. Don't know where it is. I have one that is almost finishing and I wanted to use it all up. But, oh dear. Where could it be? Right here. Here. And then don't use that. I'm going to use that scissors. A skinny one to go up here. Alright. Now it's just a matter of undoing all these things. Let me pull this. Here we go. We're just about finished with this card too. So 2 nice and easy cards. So don't know about you, that's how I design cards sometimes. Just looking at another card and trying to replicate. Here we go. So that's that. And then that goes there. And then maybe I'll just have that. Oh, no, I think I like it that way. Alright, so ribbon scissors. I'm going to cut that. Okay. I need my double-sided tape, which is here. Something like 2 of these. Oh, am I not in view? Silly. Okay, so I've got my ribbon that away, and then that away. Alright, and then I'll just put it there, and I will use my too lazy. Yeah, and one more there. Okay. There you go. And finally is we have gems, right? I put the gems on here. I'm sure I had it in the bag, in the envelope. I did. It's right here. Ta-da! Cool. And then now these are, okay, these red ones are also retired. But I thought they're cool. Yeah. So you get exclusive items from me. Right here or here. Just going to do that. Alright. So there you go. We've got card number 2. All done. Just like that. So this is straight out of the template from the birthday fancy kit. And it was this template here, which is that one. So hopefully you can see the similarities. And it's a really cool design. I really like it. I could do more. Okay, there we go. So that is our class to go this week. Wednesday, 23rd of July. And we get 2 card designs. So these are the card kits that you can get for free when you spend $50 or more with me this week, right through to next Tuesday. And for Wednesday, today, Thursday and Friday, if you spend over $100 or $100 or more, you also get free shipping from for your order. And then I'll be sending you these kit, and I send it to you free, as well as I cover the shipping costs as well for this kit. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are inspired to look at cards. If you have card kits, look at the card kits and look at the design. And if you like the design, or pick a design and make a card using other stuff that you have, papers, stamps, embellishment, and recreate the design, but you have a completely different looking card like that compared to that, right? Even though you're just using the same template. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week with a new project, and bless you. Have a wonderful week, and have a great weekend. Bye.